Greetings, Hive fans, and welcome to the live streaming of the 2021 Spring Rapid Hive Tournament at boardspace.net. We appreciate having you here. I hope we're going to have an exciting tournament. Of course, it's rapid, so should go fairly quickly. So I'm just on in the lobby at boardspace.net watching the conversation going on. Thank you very much to Francesco Salerno, also known as Frasco92, for putting on this tournament, putting on the series of rapid tournaments throughout the year as part of the 2021 Hive Rapid Grand Prix. So we're looking forward to that. So hopefully we'll have some really good, fast, exciting Hive today. So we appreciate having you all here. And we see that we have the defending champion from the first 2021 Hive Rapid Tournament, Quodlibet, three-time world champion, is in the lobby. He'll be playing today. He won the last tournament. Second place last time was Stepanzo, originally from Russia, but living in northwestern United States. Welcome, Stepan. And he is in the lobby as well. So we should be getting started very shortly. See if I can get my Discord room open. We're waiting for the initial round matchups to be posted. I'm just looking through the rules here on BoardSpace on the tournament homepage. It's going to be 6 rounds, so everybody should be able to play 6 games. So it should be very exciting Hive. So I'm glad to have you all along with me today. Be interesting to see if there's any kind of new little twists to the openings. I know a lot of players have recently been playing with the Pillbug opening. Of course, the tournament here at BoardSpace, just like the Hive Online World Championship, is played with all expansions, the Mosquito, the Ladybug, and the Pillbug, and the tournament opening rule. Tournament opening rule, of course, does not allow the queen to be placed on turn 1. According to official Hive rules, you have to place the queen no later than turn 4. But with the tournament opening rule in place, you cannot place her on turn 1. If you go back to the 2008 Hive Online World Championship at BoardSpace, you'll see that there were a lot of draws caused because when both players open with the queen side by side end up with a lot of draws. And if you don't open with the queen and your opponent does, then Hive rules require that you cannot move another piece until the queen has entered. If your opponent gets the queen in early and you don't, they're moving pieces before you. So came up with the tournament opening rule, which has always been in place since about 2009 here at BoardSpace. So the lobby is filling up. We're waiting for the initial postings, initial pairings. Frasco's in the Discord server. He'll be posting the pairings fairly soon, and we'll have Hive going here at BoardSpace on a Saturday morning here in Daytona Beach, Florida. I hope you're having a great Saturday wherever in the world you are. It's a little bit overcast and windy today, not quite a beautiful spring day here in Florida. But no matter how bad it gets here, we never have to shovel it, so that's always a good thing. It's interesting in the BoardSpace lobby, as you can see here on room 10, I have a map open. Shows you where all the players, we have a group of players from Europe. Then we've got 2 down in South America. Let me move right over here. This one down here in Chile is champion in the first Rapid Hive tournament earlier in the season. Over here on the Atlantic coast of South America in Brazil is Loizz. Luis Rubiero, also one of the great players of Hive. And there I am right there. We have Stepanzo in the northwest U.S. I don't know who this is up here in the northeast U.S. And then we have a whole slew over in Europe. So we truly appreciate you being here. Haven't seen the pairings yet, but they should be coming very soon. Chat window is open. I'll be trying to keep an eye on the chat window. If you have any questions or comments, please drop a note in there, and I will try to keep an eye on it. I've got a second screen set up over here, so if you see me turning away from the camera, that's where I'm looking. My primary screen is down here. That's where what you're seeing on the live stream is the same thing that I'm seeing on this monitor. But my OBS studio, my YouTube studio is open on this monitor on this side, so that's why you'll see me turning that direction. And we've got another player hiding behind their nom de jib, J-I-B. That's Jean-Baptiste Chaubet from France, and he is the author of the Hive app for Android. Jean-Baptiste, we're glad to have you playing with us. And I had to look him up when I saw that JIB had signed up. I went to look to see who it was, and that's who it is. So we're glad to have him along as well. So we're just right now waiting for the pairings to go up. And if you are watching, which we appreciate you are, there is a 30-second time delay between live and going out on YouTube. Someone in the Discord room earlier this week asked, what if a player is watching on the live stream? Won't they have an unfair advantage? Happily, I don't think that we're going to have that situation in the Hive community, but I added a 30-second live stream to see how that works. We can increase it if we need to. I'm going to have some conversations, particularly once the Hive Online World Championship gets going, with the tournament committee over there to see how they would like to handle that. More players are joining the lobby. Hopefully they'll be matching up here very soon. 23 players signed up. We'll see how many are able to actually play this morning. Drop a note in the chat section to let me know who all is out there. I see there's 10 viewers right now. We appreciate that. Thank you. Eric Hastings has already commented on, ooh, fast Hive time. I don't know if you follow the world of chess at all. The chess candidate tournament is going on right now to determine who's going to challenge Magnus Carlsen for the World Championship. And so when they play classic chess with the long time limits, games can last hours and hours and hours. It's always a lot more exciting when they have the Rapid or Blitz tournament. So Eric asked the question, what do the time limits look like for Rapid gameplay? It is, let's go take a look here, 5 minutes plus 10 seconds. Hi, Blind Life. I know Blind Life from a Saturday afternoon live stream that he and I both joined with David Walsh online. He helps YouTubers to improve their channels, and I've been trying to learn from him. Hopefully you'll be seeing some of the results of what I've learned. If you're a YouTuber yourself, you may want to check up on David Walsh online. Eddie Hurst says it's going to be Nepo. That's what it looks like. It'll be an exciting World Championship match later in the year. I hope it's a lot more exciting than last year when it was, or the last time, I guess it was 2 years ago, when Caruana and Carlson just played 12 draws before going into the Rapid Hive tournament. I'm sorry, Rapid Chess tournament. I've got Hive on my mind this morning. So it's 5 minutes plus 10 seconds. So let me just make a note here. Which means that you start with 5 minutes on the clock. Each time you make a move, it adds 10 seconds. If your clock ever runs down to 0, then that means that you are out of time and lose on forfeit. And one reason I really like to play Hive on Board Space is that Dave Dyer, the administrator at Board Space, and thank you very much, Dave, for sponsoring this website. He's constantly making upgrades. And so one of the upgrades he's recently put in is that you can actually have tournament timing in a game. And when you run out, as you approach the time limit, your time display there on your screen will turn yellow. And as you go over the time limit, it goes red. If you ever go red, as soon as it's your opponent's turn, they get a little pop-up window that gives the opportunity to end the game on a time forfeit. There has been some question in the past and some arguments in the past about going overtime, so Dave implemented that, and thank you very much, Dave. Okay, Eddie Hurst said there are going to be 14 games this time in the World Chess Championship. So all that means is 14 draws as compared to 12, but with Magnus and Nepo, it should be a good tournament if Nepo makes it out of the Canada's tournament. We're still waiting for the initial pairings. Let's go take a look in the Discord room and see what they've come up with. Okay, the pairings are up. So let's see, we've got detweilw is playing Quodlibet in pair 1. Loizz and ROGRE in pair 2. Mach 3 Racer against Jib in pair 3. Stepanzo, SigmaHive 4. Sjarel and Frasco 5. MaxShark against Dr. Mike in 6. Irel Duke and Claudio Me in 7. Hawk81 and Samo 5. Woot and shturik. CoalLover and Rufio. So let's see, we're going to start with Quodlibet and detweilw once they get started. So let's see if we can find them. Here we go. Quodlibet is in room 3 waiting. And it looks like Quodlibet's going to be playing black. Just confirmed in the lobby chat window, it's 5 minutes plus 10. So we're waiting for detweilw. Yep, detweilw is in the lobby. So we should be, Hive should be going here fairly quick. Let's scroll down and see who all has started already. Loizz and ROGRE are always up to move 11. They're playing very quickly. detweilw has joined room 3, so as soon as they get started, we will open room 3. That's where we're going to be watching. Should be some exciting Hive today. We'll be watching Quodlibet quite closely as the winner of the last Rapid tournament. And of course, if I haven't mentioned it, Quodlibet is Christian Galeas from Chile, and he's a 3-time world champion, and he's been runner-up, I believe, 3 times as well. So between Quodlibet, Christian Galeas, and judoka Joe Schultz, they have 6 world championships between them. 2 best players in the world right currently. And we've got, so it looks like Quodlibet and detweilw haven't played yet. So we're going to take a look at Loizz and ROGRE. So let's get this one going. Make this a little bit bigger so you all can see it. And we will turn off the chat window so we have more Hive, and here we go. So this is going very quickly. Stack of mosquitoes and beetles going there on the Black Queen. Of course, we want to see what's in that stack if we click this button right up here. Oops, wrong button. There you can see it. It's Black Queen, White Beetle, Black Beetle, and White Mosquito. So Loizz has already qualified for the win by covering the Black Queen. Of course, that's a term that Joe Schultz coined in his book, The Canon of Hive Groundwork. With the pill bug, the game changes completely, because the pill bug is a great defensive bug. You place the pill bug close to your queen, as Loizz has here with the white pill bug adjacent to the white queen. You have to do something to negate the pill bug. Otherwise, when you get 5 spaces around the queen filled, the pill bug just warps the queen away, and then you have to start your attack all over again. So Loizz has already covered the queen. So that's a pretty good indication that he has qualified for the win. And of course, what ROGRE is looking to do here is that when the white grasshopper jumps in, Quodlibet is threatening to win, so the mosquito, by rules, the pill bug cannot move just the most recently moved bug. Oh, nope, he's missing that. He could take the pill bug, should be warping the mosquito out, and Loizz has won. So this one went very quickly. Congratulations, Loizz. In my road to the World Championship in 2011, Loizz was one of the players that I played against. He dropped out for quite a while because, and rightfully so, he felt that with the ladybug and mosquito, the white advantage grew to the point where it wasn't as competitive and as much fun as it used to be. But once the pill bug came back, once the pill bug was introduced, Loizz came back with a passion, and he's been playing regularly ever since. He is one of the best players in the world. So congratulations, Loizz, on his victory here in the first round of the Rapid Hive tournament here at Board Space. So let's go down to see if they've gotten started with Quodlibet and detweilw. Here we go. So we're very early on here. Let's go back and we'll do a little replay. detweilw is playing white opens with a ladybug. Quodlibet responds with a ladybug. Of course, the ladybug is quite often the opening bug because of her flexibility in a closed-in situation. You always want to start with a good defensive bug, a bug that can jump out of it in closed space. Following another Hive maxim, get your ants in early. detweilw follows with an ant. Quodlibet follows with a mosquito. And then both queens come in. And Quodlibet, playing the queen second, gets to choice of queen formations, he chose a Z queen formation. Oops, somehow or another we jumped ahead there, so let's try it again. So detweilw places a true pin on the mosquito. Quodlibet brings in another ant. Here comes the white pillbug. Another ant. White spider. I don't know which button I'm hitting. I'm hitting the wrong button there. Quodlibet has not gotten his pillbug in. He's sometimes takes his time in getting the pillbug in, and I've played him in situations where I thought that I could, in a situation where the pillbug could not get in, he comes in with a way, but he plays the pillbug in line, so both players have the pillbug in place. So we'll be looking to see who qualifies for the win first. So critical in that are beetles. And detweilw has an advantage because his mosquito has ant power. So if, for example, Quodlibet played a beetle right now, the white mosquito could pin it, and if something wasn't done, then the white mosquito could just climb up onto the beetle and gain beetle power. Quodlibet brings in a spider, probably planning on doing a pin replacement. Dropping the spider over to here, replacing the pin and freeing up the black ant. Of course, early in the game, ants are critical. And so detweilw pins the black spider, stopping the possibility of the pin replacement. So we've got a lobby full of people. We've got matches underway. And as you notice here in the board space interface, here is the time. And if that time ever goes 0, then it's a time forfeit. So Quodlibet brought in a grasshopper. Grasshopper can do a couple different things. The grasshopper can jump to here, threatening to free the mosquito, or the grasshopper can jump to here, freeing the ladybug. So I'll make this note if you want to comment about it. Would you rather me just follow a single game like this, or I can shrink the Quodlibet game down and go find a second game? Let's go see if I can find a second game. Let's see, Frasco's in room 8. So let's go to room 8 and see how Francesco's doing. They're already up to move 57. So let's take a quick look here with Francesco. Interesting. Francesco has no. All the bugs have played. So Francesco has qualified for the win by covering, let's see what's underneath there. Covering the ladybug, can move forward to cover the queen. So let's move this over just a tad. Get them both to approximately the same size. Over here in the Quodlibet game, the white mosquito has moved in next to the black queen. And that's called a pillbug harassment, because with the white mosquito right next to the black queen and pillbug, the white mosquito gains pillbug power and can threaten to warp the pillbug away from the black queen or warp the black queen away from the pillbug. Another term coined by Joe Schultz in his book, Play Hive Like a Champion. Pillbug harassment. So let's look at the timing situation on both of them. Neither of them are in any kind of danger. detweilw is down to a little over two minutes. So Frasco's beetle has moved forward. Of course, this is a scenario when all your bugs have been played. There's no longer a threat of a direct drop. So the question is, does Frasco have a way to get 3 bugs into attack? And it looks like he probably does. He can attack with the queen. Then he's going to attack with the mosquito. And then Frasco wins with the ant coming in. So congratulations, Francesco. He's won his first round game as well. So let's go back to look at Quodlibet and detweilw, see how they're doing. Okay, let's do an analysis here. It's detweilw's turn. He's going to pin the black beetle. Second black beetle comes in, and there's no way to stop the second black beetle from climbing up. So I'm reasonably certain that Quodlibet is going to be climbing up here. Let's see. It's important to keep track of your opponent's beetles. So detweilw still has both beetles in the reserve. But if you notice, Quodlibet is pretty much winning the ant game. He's got 1, 2 free ants and a mosquito with ant power, where detweilw has only 1 free ant, and that ant currently is pinning a very important bug, this beetle. The white spider, 1, 2, 3, is threatening to pin the black ant, so the black ant pins the spider. Now we'll see if detweilw warps the black pillbug away. Nope, he brings in a beetle. And of course, the Facebook group dedicated to Hive and the Discord server dedicated to Hive are both called Hive the Boardless Game. And unlike chess, where you have a set 8x8 board, here at Hive it can stretch in all directions. It can actually migrate as bugs move. So here at Board Space, you can click and move the display, or up here there's a tile size. You can shrink or enlarge the display. And of course, if you follow along with my channel, you'll see this is where I replay my games that I do videos about, because there's no question at all that Board Space has the best game replay. So let's just take a watch here. detweilw. First beetle played and it got pinned, and then detweilw did in fact warp the black pillbug away from the black queen. So we'll see if Quodlibet takes a tempo and moves it back. Nope, he moves it out further. Interestingly, that frees the black ant. So he must be very confident right now. So we can, one of the key skills to becoming a good Hive player is bug counting. And so let's do a bug count here for white. White has 3 spots that has to fill. Doesn't have much in the way of mobile bugs. He's got 1 beetle in reserve, a grasshopper mobile here, and a spider mobile there. And 1, 2, 3, the spider can get into a kill spot, into an attacking position. But what's going to end up happening is when this grasshopper attacks, this is one of the big advantages of playing a ladybug as the first move, first placement, because when this grasshopper attacks, unless the white grasshopper vacates a kill spot, the black ladybug can very quickly go from attack to defense, leaving a black kill spot and moving into a white kill spot. Another pen replacement frees up another black ant. And Quodlibet is on his way to a victory. I don't think there's any way that detweilw is going to be able to get 2 bugs into kill spots. So Quodlibet understood that. That's why he moved his pillbug away. And of course the grasshopper can jump to here and to there. That move frees the ladybug. Ladybug moves out to keep a pin on the white ladybug rather than attack, because the black beetle is going to move forward to cover either the white queen or the white pillbug. And of course, more than likely what's going to happen here is if the white grasshopper jumps in, it forms a ring. It will free this black grasshopper, and Quodlibet will probably take the black grasshopper and jump out to free the black ant. Now it is almost completely over. And in my book, Play Hive Like a Champion, one of the beginner's mistakes in the chapter entitled Beginner's Mistakes is allowing a shutout. And so that's what's just happened. Quodlibet has detweilw shut out, and so all detweilw can do is pass. And detweilw has resigned. So congratulations, Christian. He's won his first round. So let's see how many games are still being played. See if we can find one. Oh, we've got someone here at Board Space playing something other than Hive. Let's see, game room 8 is reviewing. Hawk 81 and Samo are playing, so let's take a look. There's no strict definition of opening, mid-game, and end-game in Hive. No one has come up with a clear method of identifying that, and here you can see the situation I mentioned a little while ago about the board, because there's no board, the game being spread out. We've got here with between Hawk 81 and Samo 5, and when the board gets spread out like this, then the bug counts get to the point where it's very difficult for either player to come up with enough bugs to win. So quite often these spread out boards become draws. So let's see where this is almost assuredly destined to be a draw, because the white grasshopper can't jump without freeing the black ant. This white grasshopper is already in a kill spot, so it doesn't want to jump out. So I think this one's going to end up in a draw. The white beetle and the white mosquito have no direct path to get into attacking position, because they both have the black beetle is in the way. So barring a mistake, I think this is going to end up, a draw has been offered, and we'll see if Hawk 81 accepts. Let's look at the timing situation. Oh, Samo 5 is down to less than 10 seconds. So Hawk 81, rather than trying to force a win by time, it looks like he accepted the draw. Oh no, he hasn't clicked done yet. After you click the accept the draw button, you have to click done, just like any other move. Hawk 81 left the room. I wonder if he realizes that he has not accepted the draw. Let's go take a look in the lobby. I'm going to go make a little note to Hawk 81. So we're in limbo in this room, but we're going to go ahead and close this window. That should be a draw if he goes back and clicks done. So let's see if there's any games still going on. So it's looking like round one has ended, so let's go look at the here are the round two pairings. Quodlibet against MaxShark, Frasco against Loizz, Jib against CoalLover, Claudio Me against Stepanzo. Those are the winners playing against each other. So let's look in on Quodlibet and MaxShark. MaxShark, Dmitry Maximenkov from Russia. Again, another one of the better players. And they're off to a running start here. So let's go back and see how we got to this point. Quodlibet opens with a ladybug, and a lot of players are trying the pillbug opening, so it'll be interesting to see with Quodlibet and Max playing each other. Quodlibet plays a mosquito. Max plays a mosquito. Quodlibet plays an ant. Max plays the queen, and Quodlibet waits till after Max has placed the queen and chooses a Z opening. So here we are. Let's take a quick look. Oh, Guy Chapman said, "Woohoo, my 3 expansions come today. Thank you for making me a better Hive player." You're welcome, Guy. Thank you for joining us today. And thanks for joining the Hive community worldwide. Do you play on Board Game Arena? If so, what's your nom de jour there? Maybe we can play together sometime. So let's go back to Quodlibet and Max. One of the disadvantages of opening with a pillbug is it's very easy for the pillbug to get completely surrounded. In his book, here, let me just show you. In his book, The Canon of Hive Groundwork, world champion Joe Schultz identifies 6 ways that you can qualify for the win. The most obvious is to use a beetle or a mosquito with beetle power to cover the queen. Excuse me. One of the ways that you qualify for the win is by surrounding the pillbug in such a way that it has no way of warping your queen away or warping a defending bug away, or put it into a situation where if you warp the queen away, it's into a spot like here. If the black queen ever gets warped to there, then white can white can take the kill shot and win. So that's the second way that you can qualify for the win. And quite often it's easier to do that when you open with the pillbug, because the pillbug quite often gets surrounded. So I'm going to type in a little note here to Guy. So let's take a look at possibilities for qualifying. Both black beetles have been played, as has the black mosquito. Both black beetles have been played in defensive positions, so for them to get all the way across the hive, the question will be, can he get to that point? And so you can see that Max is, there's no you touch it, you got to move it rule in Hive. In fact, we had this conversation on the Discord server, Play Hive, the boardless game, earlier in the week. And I made the comment that on board space, you can pick up a bug and move it, not click the done button. And now that causes your opponent to think, oh, look what he's going to be doing, and then go off on a tangent looking for opportunities and thinking about that move. You can actually fake them out by moving a bug that you don't really intend to move and cause them to waste mental time on a move that you're not making. I don't know that anybody does that, haha, but you can. So Max elects to pin the white ant rather than the white beetle. So it'll be interesting to see, does Quodlibet immediately move the beetle up? The other interesting situation is that Max again has a pillbug harassment possibility here with the mosquito next to the white pillbug. And for those of you that are not that familiar with Hive, the mosquito gains all its movement and power from a bug that it touches. It has no inherent movement at all. So in this situation, the white mosquito is only touching the black mosquito, so the white mosquito is immobile, and powerless. So here comes the white beetle, and Quodlibet is going to qualify for the win momentarily by covering the black pillbug. So it will be interesting. He elects to cover the pillbug. The black beetle moves forward. That'll be interesting to see, does Quodlibet, if the black beetle continues moving forward, will Quodlibet sacrifice his qualification for the win and cover the black beetle? I would predict yes. Critical in learning how to play Hive and learning to become a true champion is understanding gates and the freedom to move rule. So notice these two spots here, this one, this spot here, this one, and this spot here, this one. 3 of those 4 are kill spots. Kill 2 for the black queen and 1 for the white queen. And they are protected by these gates. If you notice here between the white beetle and the black mosquito, the flats of the 2 bugs are facing one another. There's room for a bug right there without a problem. However, here, for example, with the white ant here and the black ant there, the points of the 2 bugs face one another, and so there's not enough room to slide into that position. So a bug like a ladybug has to jump in. So the ladybug attacks. White shifts the pin over to the ant. Shifts the pin on that ant as well. And so even though black has not yet qualified for the win, he is making a threat. One of the things that Quodlibet's going to have to do here is put an anchor on this white pill bug. Otherwise, if black warps the pill bug away, then white would not have a defending pill bug in place. So let's see if that's what if he's going to do that. If Quodlibet white had a bug to attack this spot here, which he doesn't currently, so the white spider comes in, very good ambiguous spider. It can either attack to this spot or pin the black grasshopper, or if the black grasshopper moves, attack to that spot. And MaxShark is considering warping the white pill bug away. And he did warp the white pill bug away. But the question will be, can Max get the attack in before Quodlibet does? Quodlibet is one of the world's best at doing these complex bug counting situations. The white grasshopper comes in preparing to take the kill shot when necessarily, in fact, when the white grasshopper attacks, then that will free the white ladybug unless the black ladybug moves away. That was an interesting placement by Max. White grasshopper attacks. Now the ladybug and the ladybug has to move. Now the question is, how does Quodlibet come up with the bug to take the kill shot? Real quick answer is interesting. The white mosquito just lost movement power. So there's a fight going on here Quodlibet's trying to get a bug into this spot, which would produce a fill, producing an alternate connection for the ladybug. Ladybug currently is pinned, and now when the pill bug moves in there, ladybug will take the kill shot. And as you notice, if the black beetle covers the ladybug, then the white beetle takes the kill shot. So Max falls on his sword, and the black beetle jumps down to end the game. So congratulations, Quodlibet. Congratulations, Christian Galeas. He's won his first 2 out of 6 today. Is he going to be on his way to his second Hive Rapid Championship tournament victory? We'll see. So let's take a look. Let's go into game one. ROGRE and sjarel. First glance, ROGRE looks like he's doing very well. His queen is on the outside of the hive with no attacking bugs, adjacent to the white pill bug, where he's got a good attack going, although he does... Oh, it's over. Nope. Had to look to see where which one of these was the black queen. The black queen is under the beetle. So there's 2 kill spots that have to be filled. Yeah, let's see. I just missed which move that was. So now what ROGRE can do here is warp the black ant to here, which will free this grasshopper, allowing that grasshopper to attack, and then the beetle will take the kill shot. The question will be, can the black beetle get there in time to defend? It doesn't come up, oh, so he's going to go ahead and attack with the beetle. And now black probably doesn't understand the danger he's in there. And now he's going to warp the ant in here. Let's see if that's what happens. Oh, you can warp his own grasshopper in there, but it's a lot more fun when you warp in your opponent's bug. So he pins the grasshopper so he can't warp it in. And will he notice that he can warp in the ant? Or he could attack with or move in with the queen. It doesn't look like ROGRE has fully... Oh, here we go. Yep, he moves in with the queen. That frees the grasshopper. This triangular formation here of the 6 white bugs, 3, 2, and 1, just before the grasshopper jumped, that's called a rack. If you've been following the Hive Lexicon series on my YouTube channel, I did one on that. A rack has the advantage of having lots of pockets and lots of bugs that are free. And he used that rack to free that grasshopper to take the kill shot. So congratulations, ROGRE. So let's go take a look at the Discord server. See about result submissions. Oh, wrong one. Round 2. Mach 3 Racer beat Dr. Mike. Samo beat Woot. Shturik beat Hot 81. Loizz and Frasco ended up a draw. Quodlibet beat MaxShark. SigmaHive beat detweilw. So let's see if there's any other matches going on. Here's one, CoalLover and Jib, J-I-B, J-B Chabet. So let's do a quick oh, they're both down to look at the timing. 25 seconds, 22 seconds. Because when you add, every time you move, you add some time, so are they going to offer each other a draw, or nope? Does Jib have an opportunity of getting, yes, he's got 2 mobile ants. So he has the possibility of this ant attacking to here first, and then this ant taking the kill shot. Yep, that's what he's going to do. Now can 1, 2, 3, nope. Nope, no way to place a block on that space. Pillbug can't warp either one of these bugs away. And CoalLover just went overtime. So we'll now see what happens when a player goes overtime. There'll be a window will pop up. I don't know whether everybody can see it or just the opponent. So he fell on his sword with the beetle taking the kill shot. I guess we call it a self-kill shot. The suicide shot, maybe we should call it that. So maybe that's a new term for the Hive lexicon, the suicide shot. When you fall on your own sword when the game is over. So I believe all the matches in round 2 are finished. Okay. Let's see. NST Gotcha Man asking a question. Where were signups for the event? I couldn't find it. I will do a link right now. Do a Control-C. So here's the BoardSpace homepage, boardspace.net. If you go to the bottom down here in these links, you can see the tournament link here. If you click on tournaments, it'll show all the current tournaments that are going on and what their status is. You can actually click on past tournaments and go back to any tournament you want and see the results of that tournament. If you go to the 2011 Combined Hive tournament, that's the tournament that I won my world championship. You can actually see the results there. There's a picture of my trophy, which is right here somewhere. Which is right there. So on that page, you can click on it and sign up. So that's where you go to sign up. So 2 rounds are in. Let's go look at the standings after 2 rounds. After 2 rounds, we have 3 players sitting at 2 points. Quodlibet and Stepanzo, who finished 1st and 2nd in the previous Rapid tournament, will be playing in round 3. Jib and Loizz, Frasco and Simu, 5. Those are all the players with 1.5 or more. So that should be exciting. So let's take a look. We're going to be looking for Quodlibet and Stepanzo. Here we go. They've already moved forward into 14 turns already. These rapid games can go very quickly in the opening move, so let's quickly review. Ladybug. Oh, Quodlibet opened with a spider. Queen, Ladybug. Okay, Quodlibet is doing what's called a buffered opening. He's putting a spider in between the 2 ladybugs, which gets his queen 1 space farther away from the attacking bugs. Jeremy L says, nice background. Anybody know where that picture is taken from? I had to do some research. I like that picture so much. So Stepanzo and Quodlibet are hard at it. Interesting, Quodlibet has not placed his pill bug yet. But he does have a spot that he can place his pill bug right there if he needs to. So here we are in round 3, and as what happens in a Swiss system tournament, the better players float to the top as they win, and they play against each other. So right here we have 2 of the best, Quodlibet and Stepanzo. Christian Galeas against Stepan Opalev. And Stepan has brought in both of his beetles. Christian has pinned the first one. Is he going to pin the second one? He is not. So the white beetle climbs up, and he places a defending black beetle. Now this is a very interesting situation because Quodlibet does not have his pill bug in play yet. I'm very, very uncomfortable when I get into these kinds of situations, but Quodlibet seems to be able to play them without that big of an issue. I am guessing that Quodlibet will probably place the pill bug here and then slide the pill bug over to there, giving the mosquito power, giving the pill bug power to the mosquito. So let's see what happens. Stepanzo brings in the grasshopper. And of course the grasshopper is threatening to jump to here, which would then remove this spot as a spawn point. And sure enough, that's what Quodlibet did, was spawn the pill bug right there. Always makes me feel good when I predict what a player of the quality of Quodlibet is going to do, and he does it. So it's in the mathematical terms of necessary and sufficient. It's necessary to qualify for the win, but not sufficient to qualify for the win. And by that I mean Stepanzo can qualify for the win by moving his beetle forward and covering the black queen, which would then get immediately recovered by the black beetle. And so by the strictest definition, Stepanzo would have qualified for the win because the black queen is covered by the white beetle. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to win. That's interesting. The black ladybug moved out, creating a circle, a ring. And that ring is a beetle factory. The second black beetle can spawn right inside that ring. And there's no way to stop the second black beetle from climbing up. But that stops that from happening, because now that becomes the penultimate spot, and if you place a bug there, the white beetle takes the kill shot. So Quodlibet is not in a hurry because he's got two defending bugs that can move out, the mosquito and the beetle. So the white beetle moves forward. Nope, white beetle hasn't moved forward yet. So it will be interesting. The white ant attacks. And again, there's not a threat. There's no bug with a line of attack to that final kill spot. I'm going to predict that Quodlibet is going to take the ladybug, move out to here, pinning the ant, leaving the mosquito with pillbug power. With ant power. Threatening for the queen to run away. Oh, interesting. So why did he go there instead? Okay, took a little bit of time to figure that one out, but with the ladybug going there, when the black ant moves away, this spot is not a spawn point. Okay, so the white grasshopper pins the black mosquito. And now Quodlibet is in another think. Okay, he moves the ant in, recreating the ring. Grasshopper jumps back. Now the black mosquito has ant power. So does Stepanzo have a method of aiming a bug with a line of attack to take the skill shot? He does. Of course, that spot is completely surrounded, so it completely blocked. But Stepanzo does have two grasshoppers. Grasshopper here would have the line of attack, and as we noted earlier, the ladybug moved over to remove that spot with a line of attack. So I think this is going to be a good example of a game where a player qualifies for the win but is not able to execute the victory. Quodlibet is excellent in defending these situations. In fact, if you go back and you look at the finals match in the 2020 Hive Online World Championship at Board Space between Quodlibet and Judoka, my heart was pounding because both players allowed their opponents to get beetles up. And I was very, very surprised at that. But they were able to hold them off, and Judoka ended up winning his third World Championship. So SNT Gotcha Man asked the question, can you speak more to Quad Spider opening? Why would a player do this? Yes. We'll go back and look at it when the game is over, but briefly, notice here that the white queen is adjacent the starting bug. The black queen, however, there's a buffer between the white bugs and the black queen. So if a white beetle starts over here by the white queen, it has an extra space to go to. And if you notice here, this ring forming this spot here, which right currently cannot be used as a beetle factory. Obviously, that would be committing a suicide shot. But that gives you more flexibility as you move around. In the 2011 World Championship, when I played Fu Manchu in the finals, that was back before the pill bug, I knew that Fu Manchu and I both would end up in time pressure because both of us were slow players. And I intentionally opened with this, what's now called a buffer opening, because knew that nobody ever did that. And sure enough, Fu Manchu ended up spending a lot of time on it, which allowed me to go on and win the match, that was in the semifinals of the 2011 World Championship. So that's what a buffered opening does. It takes the queens and moves your queen one space further away from that mass of opposing opening bugs. And unlike using in Classic Hive, when you don't have any expansions, many beginning players open with a spider, but that spider ends up being adjacent to the queen and gets trapped there by the freedom to move rule. Where when you buffer it, so you have a spider, something else, and the queen, that spider is not directly adjacent to the queen and is therefore not a bad defensive bug. So now Stepanzo forms the ring. But Quodlibet's moving very quickly, so he's got a plan. And of course, this is a good defensive ring here as well, because as soon as this spot is filled, that black mosquito is free to move. That's what makes a good defensive bug, is a bug in a kill spot that when it gets freed with either a fill or a ring, it can escape from that kill spot. So let's look at, Quodlibet has all 3 ants mobile and the black beetle atop the hive and 2 grasshoppers in reserve. When I hit my little roller, it does that. I gotta try to keep from doing that. So the long-term plan here is the black beetle will go out. Oh, that's interesting. Freeing up the other ant. So again, this kill spot here is the critical one. White has no free ants, although he might have a mobile ant when this beetle attacks. Okay, it takes a direct drop right there. So there's 2 spots that need to be filled. And he's only got 1 grasshopper in reserve. Both beetles are up. So it will be interesting to see. Quodlibet probably has this defensive ant. Yep. Playing some anti-placement there. Controlling the spawn points for that last white grasshopper. And if the white grasshopper interesting. So even if the white beetle moves forward, he's going to have to get this final grasshopper in reserve into the attack. He didn't want to lose that ant, so he shifted over so that... Interesting. Here comes the white beetle. Where is it going? Ah. Didn't want to let the white ant free. Let the white ant get free. Quodlibet still does not want to allow the white ant to be free. So it will be interesting because we might have a repetition of positions here. And I appreciate you all watching this morning on the Play Hive Like a Champion YouTube channel. This is the 2021, part of the 2021 Hive Rapid Grand Prix, the second leg. It's the Spring Rapid Hive Tournament at BoardSpace. And right now we're watching a match between the two players that finished first and second in the first Rapid Hive tournament. Stepanzo offered a draw and Quodlibet declined it very quickly. They're both down to under a minute. I think Quodlibet's going to, oh, nope, he's going to move the ant one more, move the grasshopper one more time. I think the victory is going to hinge around the the black beetle moving forward, covering the white pill bug, so then Stepanzo can begin the attack. This was an excellent defensive ring by Quodlibet. Stepanzo offered a draw again, and Quodlibet accepted it. Interesting. I don't see why he accepted it, but maybe it was a time situation. Quodlibet was down to 13 seconds. So let's go back to we're going to close this room, and I'm going to run down here to review room 80. This is one of the things I really like about BoardSpace is their review capability. If you go to a room, I'll show you how you set one up. You click it onto a review, then you click whichever game you want to review. In this case, we're looking at Hive. Then when you start, you end up with two windows open. One window is a game selector window. Here are the most recent games. You can actually go back and pick any game all the way back to 2006 when Hive first was introduced here at BoardSpace. So if you pick the game, you go through here and find it. Let's go Stepanzo and Quodlibet right there. And here's the game. And then you can go through and review it. So back to the question by SNT Gotchaman. This spider is placed here as a buffer. It gets the queen one space further away from the white bugs. And it also, as you noticed, this spot becomes a very good spawn point. And that was instrumental in that ring. If you remember, that ring was formed right around that spot where the ladybug is. So that's what that buffered opening does when you open with a spider while playing Tournament Hive with all three expansions. And Quodlibet is one of the best at playing the buffered openings. Okay, so let's go take a look at the Discord server. Oops, click the wrong button. Get the Discord server back open again. Are there any games still going on? Yep. One game in round 3 still going on. CoalLover against SigmaHive. Again, we've got a stretched out situation, stretched out in more ways than one. It's stretched out in these 2 dimensions, and then it's stretched out 3rd dimensional with this stack right here. Grasshopper, white grasshopper, black beetle, white beetle, black beetle, white beetle. All the beetles are together. So let's look at time situations. SigmaHive has a little bit less than 2 minutes to go. CoalLover has a little over a minute. Of course, in a 107 move game, you get a lot of time added. Let's take a look. CoalLover and SigmaHive both were sitting at 1 point each. Stepan must be watching. Hi, Stepan. He said, I could not beat him again. Unhappy face. So let's take a look here. Is there any chance that either one of these players can win? See if so CoalLover is moving his pill bug away in order to free the ant. So the ant will do that and put him into a shutout situation. Yes, there is a Discord server for Hive. So where is the white pill bug going? You're welcome. As soon as this game is over, I will give you the link for the Discord server. So SigmaHive, who is black, offered the draw, but CoalLover elected not to accept it. Does he have a plan? When you have a stack of bugs like this, stack of beetles here, and you can shut your opponent out if you move, if you're the top bug, you move your bug, it forces the opponent to move their bug. If they cover you, you again play a waiting move, and your beetle can do something productive. So it looks like white is going to, well, let's see what white is looking to do. This is one of those situations where a top Hive player, to become a real Hive master, a real Hive champion, you have to be able to take these situations and come up with a long-term plan. Long-term plan of getting this bug to here, this bug to here, this bug to there, and then attack. And so white has 2 mobile ants, and if this ant can take the next to the last shot, then actually if this ant takes the next to the last shot, then it frees this ant, but yes, that ant would free the ant that it's pinning. So it'll be interesting to see if CoalLover can come up with a plan. Yes, once this game is over, I'll get you that link for the Discord server. Actually, if I move the lobby over to here, I can do that right now, I think. So go up through the Okay, did CoalLover come up with a plan? He's got to come up with 4 bugs. He's got 2 ants. The one ant has to take the last shot. Interesting. He did a good job there. What he did was he maneuvered bugs around to free the ladybug, because the ladybug is has a lot more options, movement options in situations like this. You go to there, then to there, then to there, then to there. So now another option, I'll just show you a couple things in situations like this. The spider has the least flexibility, can only go to in most cases 1 of 2 spaces. So if the spider goes this direction, it's not attacking into a kill space. If it goes this direction, 1, 2, 3, it would attack into a kill space. So because black is shut out and does not have to worry about moving, the white ant could pin the black mosquito here, the white spider could attack, the white ant could move out to this point, and then as long as the white ant takes the last shot, takes the actual kill shot, the white ant would be in a good position to do that. This is one of those situations where understanding the plan, see now there's no way for that spider to get into a kill spot. So the question will be, will he come up with a way to do it? This is a very good example of understanding how the bugs work together, particularly an ant and a spider, because a spider has limited options. So the spider is pinning the mosquito, which is very critical, but you want to be able to get the spider into a kill spot. So we'll see if CoalLover can figure out how to do that. So far, it doesn't look like he has come up with that plan yet. Even with that plan, however, he's one bug short. Although it is possible, here's another possible plan. It is possible to get the mosquito free. The mosquito could jump over to here. CoalLover offered the draw and SigmaHive accepted it. So this will be a very good one for me to go back and look at in a video to show how you can come up with a plan in an in-game situation like this. So I'll need to make a mental note of this game to come back to it. So CoalLover and SigmaHive ended up in a draw. That should end round 3. So let's go find the Discord server. We're up to 15 people watching. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. SNT Gotcha Man, did you get the link that I gave you for the Discord server? I put it in the chat. And Jeremy, did you figure out where this picture's from? It's from Microsoft. If you do some research on it, you can figure out where this picture is. Of course, I live in Florida in the U.S., and we have beaches that are similar to this, and if you just look at the beach. But we have no rocks like this in Florida. We're all made out of sand here in peninsular Florida, which at some point in the past was completely underwater. No rocks, only sand. So round 4 is set. Quodlibet and Loizz, Frasco and Stepanzo are at the top of the leaderboard with 2.5 points out of 3. Jib, Claudio Me, shturik, and MaxShark are next with 2 points each. So let's see what we can do on round 4. Gotcha Man says, ask Lebanon, and I'm going to say, nope. You are halfway around the world. both north, south, and east, west. And I don't know if you all saw the Hive unboxing video where I got the first edition of Hive and the second edition of Hive. And these are the ones with the wooden pieces. There's the, they weren't white and black. At this point they were silver and blue. I was really excited when I got those because now I own all 5 versions. I have version 1 with wood pieces, version 2 with wood pieces, and then I have the version 3, which is the Bakelite ones. And of course, if you've noticed it, I have actually taken and I drilled and dotted so I can keep track of grasshopper 1, 2, and 3. And it looks like round 4 has started, so let's go ahead and get going on round 4. So I guess we're going to be looking at Quodlibet and Loizz. Haven't started yet. See if we can find Quodlibet and Loizz. Oh, Loizz is waiting for Quodlibet in room 3. So it's been exciting so far, and as we expected, the top players are floating to the top. Top 4, Quodlibet, Loizz, Frasco, and Stepanzo. 3 more rounds after this one. A couple of the games have been very long ones. Very long, drawn-out draws. It'll be interesting to review that last one that we looked at. So I'm going to real quickly pull up the results from the first tournament. So Loizz did not play in the first Rapid tournament back at Christmas time. Quodlibet, Stepanzo, and Frasco were the top 3, and they're currently sitting 3 out of the top 4. Well, I almost never play face-to-face, but I still wanted to get all of the versions. And let me add a smiley face to that. Okay, Quodlibet and Loizz are underway in game room 3. And Jonas K has joined as a spectator. If you haven't gotten a copy of it already, you should check out the Hive Puzzles book that Enrique Sidonis, Jonas Kronander, and Christian Sperling put together. It's really, really good. And better yet, it's no charge. You can download the PDF. It's a linkable PDF as well. So if you click on the puzzles, it'll actually take you to the the website, the Hive Resources website, where you can actually play online, maneuver the pieces online. So Quodlibet and Loizz have gotten started. So let's go back real quickly and review the first few moves, see how they started. Quodlibet is playing white. Start with a ladybug. They both starts with ladybugs. Quodlibet plays an ant. Loizz played his queen in line. That's interesting. So this ends up with an F queen opening, queen formation. Loizz plays the pillbug. Quodlibet plays a mosquito, an ant, pins the ant, another ant, pins the other ant, mosquito, and then Quodlibet got in his pillbug. So Loizz is marching forward with a black beetle. So if I am predicting anything, I'm going to say Quodlibet's going to play a defending beetle. SNT Gotchaman says MaxShark keeps beating me on BGA. Very sad. I need more practice. And I'm going to respond to that. MaxShark beats a lot of people. Interesting. Quodlibet has allowed Loizz to potentially qualify for the win by getting the black beetle up. Now I'm going to be doing a new Hive lexicon entry here very shortly. I keep getting confused, and that shouldn't surprise everybody. Joe Schultz coined two, well, Joe Schultz coined a lot of terms in his book, but two that we're going to talk about right now: anti-spawn defense and anti-placement defense. And I keep misusing these two terms, and so I'm going to finally get them straight. Here's a good example of an anti-spawn defense. Quodlibet opened with a ladybug, queen, and pillbug all in line. So the white queen was sandwiched between the two white pieces. If the black beetle moves forward and covers the white queen, there are no direct drop spots. That's the definition of an anti-spawn defense. By placing bugs in such a way that you remove the ability of your opponent to spawn bugs in specific key locations, that's an anti-placement defense. I gotta get those two in my head and get them squared away. So Loizz plays an ant and Quodlibet pins it. And so you can notice right here real quickly that Quodlibet is dominating in the ant game. There are no free black ants. The black mosquito has climbed atop the hive, so it does not have ant power. And it's way over here out of the way. Quite a ways away from the potential attacking spot. So Loizz spawns a grasshopper. The danger with that grasshopper is, from a black standpoint, is it's going to form a ring if it attacks. Hard to believe we've been going 2 hours on our live stream so far today. And we're only in round... What round is this? Round 4? Lost track already. Yep, we're in round 4. So Quodlibet shifts his pin. Oh, he's going that direction, freeing either the ant or the ladybug. So Quodlibet wants to keep the ant pin, wants to continue dominating the ant game. And the ladybug jumps out. And that does create, okay, yep. Momentarily that did create a potential of a beetle factory, but the white beetle moves forward. And I'm going to predict that the white ant is going to slide out and pin that spider. Nope, I was wrong. That was a very interesting situation. I need to go back and review this game and see what prompted that. Because it's a self-pin on both the ant and the spider, but it does interrupt the spiders attacking. You'd rather have your own piece in that spot than an enemy piece in that spot. So now if the white beetle climbs up, there's a direct drop spot right into that kill spot as well. So even though black has a beetle up, yeah, that's what Quodlibet was going to do. He's going to, that's the advantage of having your own bug in this spot. So the ladybug has to come over to again stop the potential of a direct drop. And that's interesting. It looks like we might be having a Board Space Open tournament match going on here in another room shortly. Now that's interesting. I would have almost predicted that the mosquito was going to this spot. Maybe he wanted to just push the grasshopper out one before he went to there. But if he goes to that spot, interesting. And there's no way that Loizz can stop the white mosquito from climbing up. So that's what his intention was. So we'll see if that's what he does. So here we are in round 4 of the Swiss tournament here on Saturday. And Quodlibet is taking his time on this one. The timing is about 3 minutes for Quodlibet, a little bit under 4 for Loizz, so neither of them are in time trouble. And if we move the room up just a tad, you'll see that they add 10 seconds for every move. So every time they make a move, their time goes up by 10 seconds. I am going to make this room a little bit smaller, and let's see if we can find another game to watch as well. A lot of them have ended already, so let's take a look at Frasco and Stepanzo. So, Frasco and Stepanzo, which is one of the top 2 rooms. Where is the... Oh, wow. Frasco used the pill bug in an attacking role, and so Stepanzo is... Frasco's trying to figure out where he's going to move that ladybug. So Frasco is defending with a ring, trying to free that final defender. Let's go back over here to Quodlibet and Loizz. Okay, interesting. Quodlibet has moved the pill bug in, forming a ring. Nope, maybe not. What happened here? I hope we did not have a situation in this room. Let's go take a look at the review room and see if it showed up. Thanks, Dr. Mike. Game won by Frasco. So let's see what's going on back here with Quodlibet and Loizz. They're down to less than 2 minutes apiece. Quodlibet has 2 bugs in reserve and 2 ants free. Okay, grasshopper jump there. So I think that Quodlibet's probably on the way to winning this one. So let's see. Even though Loizz was the first one to qualify for the win, yep, Quad can move his ant to there. Now if he does that, then that grasshopper gets pinned. Interesting. Oh yeah, no problem. Quodlibet's plan will be to move the ant to there, and then he's got 2 grasshoppers aiming for either one of those 2 spots. Oh, interesting. He doesn't do that. He's not in a danger. That was interesting. I wonder if I was missing something. Let's go back and take a look. I wonder if I'm missing something, because it seems that he should have moved the ant into there, because now this spot is protected by a interesting. I am very surprised about this. Loizz is playing very well. So does he have a method of getting in those last 2 spots? I don't know. Let's take a look. No, I'm not an OBS master, Dr. Mike. I can use the very basic things, and that's about it. Interesting. I think that Quodlibet might have messed up here. I don't see how that he's going to be able to execute this victory now. I don't think that is Loizz being squeezed here? Let's see. Loizz was running out of time. I wonder if that had an effect, but still he doesn't have a means of getting into that, take that kill shot. So the timing is fighting right now. Loizz is under 20 seconds. And Quodlibet's keeping him under time pressure. So this is one of those exciting things when you've got these rapid games. And Quodlibet won it. I turned away for just a moment. So congratulations, Christian Galeas. He wins round 4. The two South American champions fighting it out with one another. Congratulations, Christian. I'll have to go back and look at the ending of this game. So let's see what other games are going on right now. Are any of them still being played? Game Room 8 is actually I think a match from the Board Space Open. Chaos 0-0 against Square 623. So let's take a quick look here. They might be taking a little break before starting the 5th round. So here's the standings after 4 rounds. Claudio Me has climbed up into the top. So Quodlibet has 3.5, Claudio Me 3, shturik 3, Stepanzo 2.5, CoalLover, Loizz at 2.5 each. We've got 6 players at 2, and then a 1.5 and 3 ones at the bottom. So good tournament so far. 4 rounds in, two rounds to go. We've been live streaming now for since 10 o'clock this morning, so we're talking over 2 hours. So this beach scene, somebody asked about it earlier. It was, let me go back. It was Jeremy L. Said nice background. This beach scene is actually from New Zealand. It's in a national park. It's the very end of one of the 2 major islands in New Zealand. And that's actually, there's 3 rock formations out there, depending on what angle you look at them. And so this is a beautiful beach scene. This New Zealander is running there along the beach. So even though we have beaches here in Florida, we have some big flat sand beaches like this, we don't have any rocks like that. Of course, I'm in Daytona Beach, and Daytona Beach is the home of NASCAR and the Daytona 500. One of the reasons NASCAR is here is that over 100 years ago, the beaches were wide and flat and hard, and automakers from around the country would come and run their cars here, and the first 4 or 5 land speed records were set here on Daytona Beach and Ormond Beach, on the beaches, the flat sand beaches. But you can tell this isn't Florida. We don't have rocks like that. So I don't know if there's anybody playing yet, so let's take a look. Let's look at Jib and ROGRE. Jib is JB Chauvet from France. He's the developer of the Hive app that's played. You can actually, on your phone, on your Android device, that's the app that he has developed. And he's got a connection with BGA, so you can actually, on your Android device with the app, play games on Board Game Arena. So let's go back real quick and see what the opening looked like. Ladybug, Ladybug, Queen, Queen. JB chose a Z opening. Both pillbugs got in early, and the white mosquito attacked. And so now we're caught up. So ROGRE is attacking. It's an interesting move by JB. Of course, you have to be very careful moving the white mosquito, because that's a potential beetle factory right there. So neither player has played a beetle yet. Here comes the first beetle. First white beetle. And I'm going to predict that black is going to pin it. Probably with that ant right there. No, I don't want to run a scan now. The other white beetle comes in. Now this is an interesting situation because it potentially sets up the point where if white can fill this spot, then the mosquito gains beetle power. But if JB Jean-Baptiste takes the mosquito, moves it around, and pins the white beetle, then if the white mosquito climbs up on the white beetle, then it removes the white mosquito with potential beetle power. So what's going to happen here is the white ant should shift around, giving the white mosquito beetle power. Hub83 Drums just joined the room and made a comment. Wow, this is very high level stuff. Very nice to watch this. Thanks. And of course, he was the highlight in one of the games I posted in a replay earlier this week. Thank you very much for playing that game with me over at Board Game Arena. So, the black ant pinned the white beetle. So let's see what's going to happen here. I was a bit surprised about the way that was played. Sometimes it's more instructive to watch not the top tier of Hive players, but that second tier, because then they play like the most of us play. They're not at that very, very high level where Quodlibet and Judoka and Stepanzo and Loizz reside. So let's see how Jean-Baptiste continues. He continues with a spider. That spider is probably going to attack. Oh, okay. So Jean-Baptiste has both his beetles in reserve and his mosquito having ant power. So he has not qualified for the win yet, but he should be able to. Now what's interesting is of course, the threat here with the white spider is the white spider moves into here, and now the white mosquito has beetle power. A couple ways that black can stop that. Black can stop it by placing a bug, spawning a bug here, creating the gate here, then the spider can't get in. Of course, that block also helps defend this spot. But the black beetles are coming in order to qualify for the win. And right currently, let's see what happens. The white spider has moved in. Now the white mosquito can gain beetle power. This would be a very complex tempo counting situation. Because the disadvantage, of course, is the white mosquito climbing up actually vacates a kill spot, but he does it. Now, does Jean-Baptiste have a way of getting a bug into that spot? The white pill bug moving away could very well be a mistake. So now the white pill bug is in a proximity pill bug position. It's protecting both of these spots, so the white pill bug can warp out the white ant. So this is one of those situations where the proximity pill bug is just going to be warping bugs back and forth. And the pill bug warps them out, the opponent attacks them back in again. It's going to hinge around this spot. So okay, another beetle climbs up. So let's take a look. This highlight, well, we're timing-wise, Jean-Baptiste is down to less than a minute, so we might have a timing situation as well. If the black grasshopper jumps in, this white ladybug is in an excellent defensive position. But if white attacks first into that spot, that will be interesting to see what happens. Black still has the pill bug in play. And that was a mistake because now if the ladybug attacks out to here, okay, very well played by Jean-Baptiste, because now threatening to win, the ladybug has to move, and there's wherever the ladybug moves, the black ladybug shifts over to the attack. Very well done. And I think Christian Galeas just joined us. Thank you, Christian. And now the ladybug attacks, and nothing can stop the black beetle from taking the kill shot. Well done, Jean-Baptiste. He actually has multiple ways he can win. He's got two ants that can take the kill shot as well. So let's take a look to see. Let's find the results on round 5. detweilw beat Rufio. Mach 3 Racer beat Samo. Hawk 81 beat Dr. Mike. Loizz beat CoalLover. Quodlibet beat Claudio Me. SigmaHive beat MaxShark. And Jean-Baptiste wins this one. If there's any more continuing to go. Well, it's been exciting. We're talking going on 2.5 hours of Hive today. Stepanzo and Shturik. Let's see how they're doing. So Shturik has the white pill bug very well surrounded. Stepanzo still has 3 grasshoppers in reserve. Let's see where the black queen is. The black queen is there. Okay, does Shturik have any method of getting into that spot? Oh, interesting. Shturik considered for a moment warping the white pill bug out. But the thing about it is, with Stepanzo has direct drop spots, and he dropped one in there. Dropped another one in there. Yep. Even though the white pill bug is completely surrounded, there's no way to get a bug into that final spot. So Stepanzo has proven victorious in his 5th game. Oh, there's no defense. Good game, Stepanzo. So round 5 is over. In case if you haven't noticed it in the chat window, Super Chat is open. If you would like to support financially the Play Hive Like a Champion website, help keep the lights on, help keep me coming back, you can click that little $sign there into the chat and do a Super Chat. So I appreciate all of you that have stayed with me this time. It's been a long 2.5 hours. We have one round left to go. Let's take a look at what the standings are after 5 rounds. let's see, results and submissions. Pairings and standings. Yeah, let's see if there's any round 5 games still going on. I don't think so. I think they've all been finished. Let's see, there were 8. So we're going into round 6 here in the second round of the 2021 Rapid Hive Grand Prix. The spring Rapid Hive tournament here at Board Space. We've got 17 players continuing to play. We started with more than that, but some had to. And thank you, Dr. Mike. Thank you, Dr. Mike. He's my first super chat. Truly appreciate that. Thank you. So here we go. We'll be going with round 6 here shortly. And of course, in a basic Swiss system tournament, you can't match up the same players twice in the same tournament. So we've got some top players have already played one another. Quodlibet at 4.5 is playing JB Chauvet at 3, where Stepanzo and Loizz are playing in the second table, 3.5 points apiece. Claudia, me, Hawk 81, shturik, SigmaHive are bringing up the next tier at 3 points apiece. So we're going to be looking in at Quodlibet and Jean-Baptiste Chauvet. That's Christian Galeas against Jean-Baptiste. Once they get that going, it looks like they will be going in 3. And before we get into that, we're going to just show a little bit of Square 623 against Chaos 00. Greetings to you two. These are 2 players that are playing a tournament match in the Board Space Open. Just a shout out to them before we get going into the round 6. And I didn't pay a note as to who's playing white or black. So Quodlibet will be playing white against Jean-Baptiste. Stepanzo will be playing white against Loizz. Of course, given the choice, I'd still rather play white than black. But with Tournament Hive, with all 3 expansions, the white advantage is all but disappeared. It's one of the big advantages of when the pill bug was introduced, because with the ladybug and mosquito, between top Hive players playing with only the ladybug and mosquito, white has a substantial advantage because both of those bugs are so good at attacking. Gave 2 extra attackers, 2 very good attackers. So we're down to round 6. And if I had to venture a guess, it looks like that Quodlibet, unless JB Chauvet can beat him, Quodlibet's going to win his 2nd Rapid Hive tournament in a row, with If Stepanzo and Loizz, one of them wins, and JB Chauvet wins, Quodlibet will end up at 4.5, and one of those two will end up at 4.5, but we shall see. Let me go real quickly to the tournament page. Just checking to see if there is a playoff game at the end between the top two players, and it does not look like there is. It looks like it's a straight 6-round Swiss. Down to 5 viewers. I appreciate all of you that have stayed with me this long. It's been a long 2+ hours, but it's been exciting. Let's go with find Quodlibet and JB Chauvet. They haven't started. Quodlibet's taking a little bit of a break, so let's take a quick look at Stepanzo and Loizz. Both opened with ladybugs. Loizz played his queen in line. Stepanzo chose the F-queen formation. And Stepanzo will, if he wants, get a beetle up early. A little bit of anti-placement defense, placing the queen, placing the ant in the elbow pin removes this spot as a spawn point. So the question will be, the white beetle climbs up, black beetle comes in for defense, white Stepanzo gets his pillbug in play. They're playing fairly quickly here. A white ant, so now the question is, Loizz is going to pin the white ant, leaving his mosquito with ant power. Stepanzo brings in another ant. And interesting, Loizz attacks. And that will potentially get the black beetle atop the hive. And he does, so we're starting a beetle stack. Going for a pin replacement, freeing another ant. Black has one ant in reserve, while white has the mosquito in reserve. They both have a free ant. So Joe Schultz coined the term ambiguous spider. You can also have an ambiguous grasshopper. That grasshopper was ambiguous. Was it planning on attacking, or was it planning on pinning the ant? And as you can see, it planned on pinning the ant. And the beetle factory right there. Loizz brings in another beetle. So let me take a quick look to see if Quodlibet and JB Chauvet have started in room 3, so I'm going to shrink this down a tad so I can get 2 rooms open at the same time and see if we can follow along with both of these games. The 2 top tables. And Quodlibet and JB Chauvet are Quodlibet and JIB stretching the Hive quite a bit. Of course, all Quodlibet needs is a draw to win the tournament today. So I wonder if that's what he is shooting for. So to have any chance of winning the tournament, Loizz or Stepanzo has to win. So they're not going to be playing for a draw, that's for sure. So Loizz is fighting to get another ant free. Loizz has 2 beetles atop the Hive, but Stepanzo's done a good job of making them take the long way around. Well, even though the Hive is stretched out over here between Jib and Quodlibet, Quodlibet has already qualified for the win by covering the black pill bug. He just has no free ants. JIB is controlling the ant game. So let's try to look at Stepanzo and Loizz. Black is, in the Stepanzo Loizz match, Black is getting, Loizz is getting an ant free, it looks like. And Quodlibet marches forward with Mosquito, which now has beetle power. Okay, Stepanzo shifts over with the, oh, we don't know yet. So these are the top 2 boards here this afternoon. All Quodlibet in the one board has to do is gain a draw and he wins the tournament. If JIB defeats him, then the winner of the Stepanzo Loizz match will pull in with a tie. But right currently it looks like it's a pretty good chance for Quodlibet. He's got the pill bug covered. He's got a mosquito. that's possibly going to climb up as well. And then he has 6 bugs in reserve. So it's 2 exciting games. These fast time limits make the games go a lot faster. In the World Championship tournament, games last a lot longer. Sometimes games last an hour or even up to as many as 2 hours. There's some action going on over in the Stepanzo Loizz. Loizz moving forward the beetle, Stepanzo's mosquito moving forward. Loizz has now covered the pill bug. The queen is moving away. The black ant is moving out to pin the white queen, so it's now immobile. Let's talk. We've got time is okay. Quodlibet and JIB, they're both under 3 minutes. The big question between Stepanzo and Loizz is Stepanzo going to have a chance to qualify for the win? So Loizz has 3 bugs in reserve. He's getting ready to bring in the spider. Well, Loizz was playing a little bit of defense there, but I don't know why that was. Okay, back over in the Quodlibet JIB game. Quodlibet's got 2 bugs atop the hive. JIB has yet to play either one of his beetles. That grasshopper jump here frees up the mosquito, but the white ladybug is in position to attack. Oh, the grasshopper attacks first. Okay. Where is the pill bug? The pill bug is there. So Loizz is attacking. Stepanzo has a white beetle up, but the question is he going to be able to It's a very good grasshopper placement. The grasshopper jumps into there, does a couple different things. One is it would have freed the white ant. Second thing is it places a fill, so if either one of these 2 spaces are filled, then the ladybug is free. So Loizz continues his attack. The question is he going to be able to get someone in with the black beetle there? If he fills this spot, the black beetle can take the kill shot. Yep, Quodlibet is winning on his table. JIB finally gets a beetle in place, but it's not. It's going to be a little too late. Little bit too late, little bit not enough. The white spider attacks. Okay, back to Stepanzo and Loizz. Now Stepanzo needs to start moving forward with his beetle, I think. Let's see, their Quodlibet and JIB are down to right about a minute apiece. Stepanzo's at a little over 2, Loizz is a little under 2. So these become stressful when they get to these situations. Yep, Stepanzo moves his beetle forward. Let's take a look at this. Loizz and Stepanzo looks. Does Loizz have a method of getting in his last bug? Well, he shifted to defense. I think that was a mistake. Stepanzo has set up a very good defensive position here because either one of these spaces get filled, the ladybug gets free. Then he allowed the pillbug to go in, and okay. Quodlibet won, and so Quodlibet has won the tournament. Congratulations, Christian Galeas, on winning the second Hive Rapid tournament. Puts him on track for definite lead in the 2021 Hive Rapid Grand Prix. Oh, that's interesting that Stepanzo has moved his beetle in to play defense. I would think that he would be attacking. Yep, very interesting match here between Stepanzo and Loizz. It's now for second place. Stepanzo's doing his best to keep the black ant hemmed in. John Sandel and Christian Galeas both said thanks for doing the live stream today, and I appreciate it. Thanks for a great tournament, Christian. Congratulations on winning your second one. We'll see how this last game between Stepanzo and Loizz turns out. Let's see, Loizz is down to 31 seconds. Stepanzo has 2.5 minutes. So, does Stepanzo have a method of winning? He's still got the 2 grasshoppers in reserve, so that's a big plus. But he hasn't yet qualified for the win. He's got to get either one of those beetle/mosquito. Loizz is fighting to get an ant free. Which he did, but it's going to be a little bit. He's gotten 2 ants free. Interesting. Because now on the interior the hive can sneak out as well. Unless Stepanzo covers it. That is interesting. For Stepanzo to have a chance to win this, I would think that he would have to take either one of these and move them forward to now Loizz is threatening to win, so the grasshopper has to jump out. See, the only chance that I think that Loizz has to win is, the only chance that Stepanzo has to win is one of these two, the mosquito or the beetle, has to move forward. There has been, Loizz has offered a draw. Which I think with best play on both sides, that's what it's going to end up being. I don't think that either one of them have the strength necessary to execute a victory. And Stepanzo accepted the draw. So let's see if there's any more games continuing. It's been a lot of exciting hive going on. Previewing. I think they are all over. So let's take a look. So it looks like Quodlibet, that's Christian Galeas from Chile, has won his second tournament in a row with 5.5 points. Stepanzo and Loizz drew the second table, so they both ended up with 4 points. So let's take a look at Claudia, me, and Hawk81 and shturik and SigmaHive. Hawk81 won, shturik won. So we're just waiting. I'll make a note here in the lobby. Thanks guys for a great tournament. We're waiting for the official final table. But just waiting for the posting of the final results. We truly appreciate all of you that have stayed in and watched, and thank you, Dr. Mike Reddy, for the first ever keep forgetting what they call it, the first ever super chat. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate that, and thank you all for watching. Waiting for the final announcement of the final results. It's Quodlibet, Christian Galeas winning his second rapid tournament, 3-time world champion. Congratulations. The champion from Chile, Christian Galeas. And the term Quodlibet, if you haven't ever looked it up, it is a musical term, which is quite apropos, because Christian is a musician. One day we'll need to have a Hive concert and let him play live for us. We're waiting for the final standings. You're welcome, Leonardo. I appreciate you watching. Still waiting for the final standings. Deep Snow says quad ranking 1 quad, lots of people in second place with 4. Claudio is about ready to post the final standings, so let's move them over and take a look at the final standings. I'm going to have to kind of lean in here to take a look at it. Quodlibet with 5.5 points, the final. Finished first. Stepanzo, Loizz, Hawk81, and shturik all finished tied for second with 4 points. Tie break goes to Stepanzo. So for the second Hive Rapid tournament in a row, Quodlibet, that's Christian Galeas finished first, and Stepan Opalev finished second. Congratulations, guys. And I appreciate everybody joining me for the live stream today. Thank you very much. And be watching for other live streams. We've got the Board Space Open going on right now. It's a Swiss system tournament. The top 12 players from there get the final invitations to the Hive World Championship later in the spring. 20 players have already qualified. 32 will be qualified total for that World Championship. It should be very exciting later in the spring. I will be live streaming as much as I can. So make sure that if you haven't subscribed and hit that notification bell, click that notification bell so that you know when the live streams start. So thanks again. We truly appreciate everybody that has joined us this afternoon. So after, let's see, it is a 3-hour live stream. Thank you very much. I appreciate all that you have done. So that's it for now. Until next time, this is Randy Ingersoll signing off, and I'm hoping to help you play Hive like a champion. Until next time, thanks.